Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to the Big Blue Offensive Podcast with Mike Trainer, Jay Jules, and John Depot. Hey, what's up, Giants fan? Welcome to the BBO NYG podcast. I am Mike. That's Jules. That's John. Guys, I got to start off the show by mentioning this fucking Chad Powers thing. For people that don't know, I took over the BBO NYG podcast Twitter account. I changed it to Chad Powers, and I just been an absolute lunatic with this fucking thing. Where I am just tweeting at everybody and anything I could get my fucking hands on, mentioning fucking my, the mom, the go routes, the fucking think fast, go fast. For people that don't know, John, you want to explain to the viewers that the people that have been living under a rock who Chad Powers actually is?
So it's a 15-minute video on YouTube of Eli Manning going undercover at Penn State University football program. They did some Hollywood style special effects, gave him this big, crazy nose, weird chin, fucking weird complexion, long hair, mustache. He talked with a weird accent and stuff. And he was basically just a walk on and goes through and you see him progressing through the fucking different, drills and shit that they do. And, he's just talking to the guys, Chad, he talks to their person. He's like, Chad Powers going to hit you right in the chest. Chad Powers is going to make sure he hits you in stride, all kinds of crazy shit. I think it was on Eli's place. I'm not sure, but you just go on YouTube, just type in Chad Powers and it's going to come up. It's a 15-minute video and you're going to laugh the whole fucking time.
I mean, the greatest thing too was I believe only Coach Franklin, and that's for those who don't know, was the head coach of the Penn State University. I think he was the only one in on it. And because literally in the beginning of the video, he's like, look, you're going to be a distraction. And obviously they're playing that up a little bit, but he's like, don't worry, leave it to me. And then he comes out with this shit that they were basically saying, one of the female coaches was like, man, I feel bad. He looks like he's still stuck in the 80s. I mean, I was dying, but I think Coach Franklin was giving little hints to his coaching staff because he runs that 40, he runs a 4.59. He's yelling, he's 4.59. 4.59.
At one point in the video, he turns to one of the guys. I think it was just the guy you're talking about. Turns to one of the other coaches, I really think that I want to fucking sign Chad Powers.
Yeah, he says he sees something in him. I was fucking.
No, that was one of the regular coaches. That was one of the assistants. So that's what was great about that.
I'm like, yeah, you see Eli Manning, dumbass. I mean, he fucking came out there fucking throwing bombs and shit. He's like, go route, baby, go route. Fucking all day.
Well, there was that one coach. He was like, look, I started getting a little suspicious when he was saying, what was his thing? Run hard, run fast. What was it?
Think fast, run fast. Think fast, run fast.
Because I started getting a little suspicious. He's like, yo, what's going on? He goes, and then I started seeing you doing the footwork. He goes, and the footwork was ridiculous. And he's like, all right, something's definitely up here.
I feel so bad. I mean, thank you for the loyal listeners and on the loyal, followers on the Twitter account. We picked up quite a few followers for doing this Chad bit. And, I feel bad for the loyal people that stayed with me. Deal with my fucking shit for the past 24 hours. It's been a little crazy, but thank you for listening. But I just want a quick shout out to the other people that's been listening all over the world: United States, India, United Kingdom, Israel, Canada, Ireland, Australia, Brazil, Finland, Greece, Ghana, and Vietnam just made the list. So shout out to you people, for the listeners out there, or you identity thieves, whatever, you're listening. So I don't give a shit. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, it's either VPN or we are the most international Giants podcast there is.
There's probably 9 identities of each of us out there. You're fucking buying shit on our credit. But
I own a couple of houses in Vietnam and Croatia now.
It's fucking wild.
Might be going on my honeymoon in Croatia.
Shit.
Guys, I feel like we're burying the lead a little bit.
Claim that shit.
I feel like we're burying the lead a little bit.
Yes, well, we got a nice surprise. It's breaking news, right? That we're 3 of us are going to the Giants.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, no. Actually, 4 of us will be going to the game from the BBL because there's 3 of us and Chad Powers.
Chad
Chad
Powell.
Powell's hanging out with us. So if you
Spirit
want, you
of-
can find us somewhere in the Corona Lounge suite. That's where we'll be hanging out. We're gonna get a little bougie on Monday night.
I'll be in the bar next
it'll
week.
be us and Chad hanging out. So come by and fucking say what's up if you're at the game for sure.
We'll have a tailgate party.
you
That's
guys-
gonna be that. So like around, I'll probably be at the tailgate at least 2 hours before. So around 6:30, the latest. I'll tweet it out. I'll let you guys know, like, where to meet. And if you guys want to come hang out, grab some beers with us, bullshit, take some pictures, do all that bullshit. Talk about the Giants, how we're gonna be 3-0 against Dallas. Like, come meet us. But yeah, look for that on the Twitter account. I'm sure Chad will tweet that out.
Chad is definitely tweeting that out. I'll probably tweet it out myself. I'm sure John might even get involved with some of the tweets. It's going to be the first time that BBO NYG is finally at the game live. So we're going to go a little crazy on that day. That's for sure. A lot of beer drinking, all right? So you might want to leave the cameras at home. I don't know. It's up to you, all right?
No video.
It's gonna be the first time I meet you guys. I'm wondering how tall you guys actually are.
Yeah.
I
I
bet
know,
you one
you're
of you
gonna
guys
be
is
like
a
a
midget.
giant, dude. You're going to be the fucking Chad Power.
Yeah, right. I tell people I'm 5'10", but that's not what the doctors tell me. Yeah, I just want a quick shout out, guys, for the people that don't know. We got tickets. I got tickets to work, but only 2. And then I was scrambling around to try to find other tickets, and we got 2 tickets for you guys. To a friend of mine, Tommy. Shout out Tommy. He came through. They're $300 tickets normally. I mean, he hooked it up pretty much 2 for $300 with a parking pass for me, so I could drive down there and don't have to deal with the bullshit. So shout out Tommy, man. And I told him about the podcast. He's gonna listen. So shout out to you, Tommy, man. We appreciate you. Anytime you have
big
tickets,
shout out, bro.
Thank you, Tom.
I'll go again, man. We got a Thursday night game or whatever, man. Hook it up, Tommy. I'm ready to go, man.
Are we hosting the Thursday night game?
I don't know, but I hope so. I hope this is a game that's not on a Sunday where I could actually.
Yeah, because I thought Thursday we were playing in Dallas for Thanksgiving. I thought
That's what I was
our
going to
Thursday night
say.
game.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. All right, well,
Yeah.
all right, we got to go to Dallas then.
Yeah. fuck Thanksgiving, bro. We just going down, fly down to Dallas this year.
I'll get some turkey. I'll get turkey from Subway and bring that shit down on the plane. But guys,
Listen, maybe they have turkey in the stands. Who knows? You never know.
that's true.
Turkey sandwiches or something that day, right?
Somebody's winning that turkey shit. It's gonna be the Giants, so we'll just run down and steal that shit. But what do you guys want to lead off with, man? You want to lead off with the recap of the game?
2-0.
Let's get over the fact that we are 2-0, man. 2-0.
fucking
Let's
0,
do it.
baby.
All right, listen. One of 6 NFL teams to remain unbeaten, and it just so happens that it is split evenly between the AFC and the NFC. Unfortunately, Vikings and the Eagles didn't tie last night, which was what I was hoping for. But other than that, hey, listen, we're one of 6 undefeated teams out of 32. Hell of an accomplishment at this point in the season. Just crazy to think, though, there's still another 15 more games ahead of us. But, man, 2-0, baby. No complaints, man. Undefeated in September. Wow. When the fuck was the last time you said that?
Well, there is one more September game that we're going to be going to officially make it an undefeated September. But you got to feel good about it, man. The team is not perfect, not playing anywhere close to the best football, and they're finding ways to make plays when it counts, something we haven't seen the Giants do in a very fucking long time. And they're winning games. Daniel Jones comes through with a clutch 3rd and 6 run, on that naked option or whatever it was, and converts. Last week, they ended up beating the Titans. Like it's just has a different feel, man.
Can we talk about that play, John, with that 3rd and the game-winning clincher to ice the game, the run play? Listen, I know me and Jules and John were in a group text. Jules, we started like what the fuck, pass the ball down the field, hit some wide receivers. We're getting kind of pissed like everybody else, but there's a narrative going around I've seen on Twitter. They have this one play at the end of the game where, over the middle behind a linebacker, guy was open. Jones it's play action. He was coming back to the middle of the pocket. He could have thrown the ball, but he held on to it. And one of his best attributes is running the football because he's quick. He had him rated, NFL had him rated faster than Lamar Jackson. Okay, so Lamar Jackson could run for a first down, ice the game, but Daniel Jones can't. You criticize him for not throwing a ball over the middle where anything could have happened. The guy could have dropped it. It could have fucking gave the ball back to Carolina on a punt. And we know what happens in punts and fucking Giant Stadium when people like Deshaun Jackson run it back to the house. So you can't just be happy about that. Sure. I get there was a couple of times where Jones had a couple guys open, but if you look at the tape, like, for instance, like all 22 or whatever the free sites are that you could get the game tape, these wide receivers are not getting open as much as people think. I mean, sure, it makes it a big deal when you see something like that on social media, but there's a reason why today there's a story going around that Dable was actually FaceTiming free agent wide receivers. So you don't do that if you think you're all set there and if you think Wan'Dale Robinson's coming back anytime soon.
Well, you know what? Even if Wan'Dale does come back sooner than expected, who else is there? I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, if you got fucking David Sills fucking starting over Kenny fucking dickhead Galladay, all right? And Kenny Galladay, this fucking high-paid guy, he thinks he's a prima donna fucking wide receiver that should be one of the elite wide receivers because that's how he got paid, right? I mean, if you take a look at it, I think he's like the 12th or 13th highest paid wide receiver in the NFL currently. And yet you're getting benched for Sills. And then instead of you fucking being a man or getting mad or trying to get on the field, getting in the coach's ear, like, put me in, coach. Just let me in for a fucking play. Give me the ball. Give me a screen. I'm going to beast out. No, you sulk. You disappear on the sideline. You're the first one to clear out your locker room and fucking bounce from the fucking the field that day. Bro, it's just like I said. Look, guys, I get it. There was talk earlier in the preseason that, he didn't know his fucking, he didn't know Giants history. Who cares, right? He didn't sign to do that. He didn't do this. He wasn't running full speed because he didn't have to. But it was like all these excuses. And it was like I said this a couple episodes ago. Bro, you play like you practice, okay? If you're showing that you're fucking giant dancing around or going half speed or bitching at your quarterback or somebody because the play didn't go the way you wanted to in practice, what do you think is going to happen in the field? These coaches are professionals too. They know what they're seeing. They know what they're doing. And they weren't seeing what they wanted out of Galladay. So he got benched. You don't hear him saying that he was going to fucking make up for it. You don't hear nothing. I can't stand the guy. I want him cut. I don't even think an NFL team should take him anymore, bro. He's that much of a problem. And you know what? It'll never be a reborn story like you saw with OBJ, where he found fucking his.
All right.
And he's coming back. Like, it ain't happening.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore, Kenny Galladay.
I can't, bro.
Every podcast you listen to, people just crying all day about the guy. Who fucking cares?
Because we pay him a ton of money.
We're 2-0. We're 2-0. Every fucking caller at a radio station, every podcast and content maker there is. We're 2-0 for the first time in 6 years, and people are crying. Who cares about Kenny Galladay?
It's all about getting better, right? It's all about getting better. Here's how we got to get better. Because look, if you take a look at the teams from last night, one of them's in our fucking division, okay? And that's a serious thing. Listen, let's not talk about Buffalo. They look like they're on their fucking way to the Super Bowl. I mean, they're the team right now in the NFL to beat. There's no question about it. But then you look at the other Monday night game, and that's a real thing. We got to play those guys. Now, granted, we get them at the end of the season. We don't fucking see Philly till fucking, what was it? I think last week in November?
November 11th.
Yeah. Well, that's it, dude. So we don't see them for a while. But the point of the matter is, that's who we got to mirror ourselves to, because they're 2-0 and their defense looks stronger. Their offense looks better. They're flying all around. They're fucking beating teams. That's the team we got to beat right now. And look, now, obviously, I can't look ahead. We're going to talk more about Dallas. But the reality is that. So, when you break things down, you see guys like this fucking Tavala, how the fuck you say his first name, Tua. Look at how much better this guy looks this year with fucking Tyreek Hill and Waddle in his second year and a healthy Gesicki. Look how much better he looks. So, yes, I'm going to be upset that the guy that we paid to come in here and be our Tyreek Hill or our Devontae Adams looks like shit and the guy doesn't even get on the fucking field. Fuck you, Kenny. That's how I feel. That's it.
Jules, did you see the video?
No, but can we just move? Can we enjoy the fucking 2 wins?
I did.
I don't understand the initial reaction. How do you guys get over 2 wins so quickly that your knee-jerk reaction is to fucking cry about something that didn't hurt us from winning the game?
I'll tell you this exactly why. Because
it's crazy.
You get excited to the point where you're 2-0. Hold on. You get excited to the point where you're 2-0. And now you start looking at the other teams that are doing that are 2-0. And you start comparing that team to ours. And we're not there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I want to fucking win now, dude. Look, let me put this out there. We beat Dallas on Monday night. We got a real shot at the division. Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. So this is more of I'm angry, or if you want, or I'm pumped in a way that, yeah, we're 2-0. This ain't anger. This ain't fucking nasty talk. This is, get this motherfucker off this team because he don't belong on this 2-0 team. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's get people that are going to be here, and let's get our true number one wide receiver so we can go out there and we can fucking take it to Dallas this week. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a thing, though. There's no going to get a number one wide receiver. It's the season already started. Unless there's, they decide they want to fucking give Odell Beckham every fucking sliver of cap space we have, and they think that that's a good idea. He's the only one that can come in here that can have a remote chance of having some type of huge impact on the offense.
Well, why can't
right now? You have to hope
Tony
for
Robinson step up. Why?
What?
I mean, we drafted him like that. Why can't those guys step up? I mean, you look at Drake London in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, of course they can.
I'm just saying.
Totally
so that's
can
what I
step
want.
up.
Like, get Kenny Galladay the fuck
snaps.
out of here. Like, get him out of here. Like, let him not be a distraction. Yo, Richie James, go back to being like the fourth receiver. Put Shepard as the third, and let these two young cats go. That's what I want to see, man. I'm tired.
You got to know. You want to see the coaching staff be a coaching staff, not Phil Wishes that you want, like you would like to see in a movie. You want the coaching staff to coach these guys and bring them along to a point where they can be successful NFL players for your franchise. But John, 2 weeks into the season, you're not seeing anything of the long-term impact that the coaching is going to have on these guys.
But over the last two off seasons, you've now seen a number one pick, a number two pick, and a major free agent signing for wide receiver happen. And yet our coach is being rumored to do FaceTime interviews with free agent wide receivers. That doesn't alarm you a little? That doesn't get you a little, like, they want to open up that playbook. Look, you guys are huge Daniel Jones supporters, and I told you I'm always on the fence with him, right? But the reality is, how is this guy ever going to really show what the fuck he's got? Like, yo, he doesn't want to go downfield because he's looking at fucking David Sills and Richie James running down the fucking field. Like, give me a fucking good receiver.
That's more. My gut instinct isn't to fucking cry when we're 2-0.
No, nobody's crying.
I recognize that there's something wrong going on when your two starting wide receivers that play the majority of the snaps are the guys that were listed as your number 5, and a guy in a practice squad is your two receivers and then Sterling Shepard, which wasn't even supposed to be back until Halloween. I get it. I get what you're saying. You have reason to be concerned, but at this point, 2 weeks in, the last thing that we should be doing is crying. If we were a team that was a perennial Super Bowl contender where we needed to find a way to get over the hump, that this conversation is valid right now. Right now, as fans of this team that's been fucking just dragged through the fucking mud, for the first time, we have some ray of hope that there's something going forward positive. I don't want our podcast to be fucking crying about something 48 hours removed from the first time that we could be truly happy as Giants fans in 6 years.
Again, no one's crying. No one's crying, dude.
You know, I'm obviously not tears, but
like it ain't even
not
bitching.
just
it's
you.
like, yo, I want to start taking that step more so this year now.
A lot of them.
Like, that's what happens. We got a taste of winning, and that shit feels good. Let's go for it. I can't stand the Eagles. I want to take it to them motherfuckers.
Yeah, so do we, but you can't win more games than you've played. We've only played 2 games. We've won 2 games. When we start losing games because of wide receivers, then you have more justification to fucking cry about it. But right now, all we're doing is we're snuffing out the joy of being a sports fan. And it's not just you, Jules. It's fucking everyone. It's unbelievable. And this goes back to, we've done 70-something episodes on this fucking podcast, and then a few for Giants Brawl before when I first joined you guys. What did I maintain this entire time? People who like to complain, people who like to cry weekly basis, pick apart plays. It doesn't matter if they're winning or not. They're going to find something to complain about. And you know what? In fucking week 2 of the 2022 season, I was fucking proven right. This week alone proved it.
That's true. Can I just say something about, maybe these wide receivers need to get targeted the ball so we actually could see what Tony got and Robinson got and Shepard still got. You know what I'm saying? I think he needs that, but besides, I want to get off the Kenny Galladay topic real quick, but there's one thing I seen. Tommy Takes, shout out Tommy Takes. He had a video posted where Kenny Galladay was walking out the stadium, and he was walking across the street, like past his like long black SUV. And I tweeted at him like, Tommy, that looks like a hearse. It looks like Kenny Galladay was about to walk the back of a hearse and just called it a fucking career. All right, so enough of Kenny Galladay, man. He'll probably be off the team pretty soon anyway, but.
Here's the flip side to this, right? We've been doing really well on defense.
That's what I'm
with
saying.
fucking, I like call it a third string corner. And listen, you could see the impact that Leonard Williams alone is having with this Wink Martindale, the defense, because we shut down Derrick Henry, okay? And CMC was shut down last week. The only time he started busting open in that third quarter was after Leonard Williams went out. And that fucking changed the complexity of that run defense. Man, that's how much of a beast Leonard Williams is in there. I cannot fucking wait till Thibs and Ojulari are on the field with him. Holy shit, man. We got that defense. Look, we're like 1 or 2 pieces away on that D from having a fucking top 5 defense. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That's how much I'm excited about the defense.
Well, that does bring us to the point. Go ahead, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you off there. Sorry.
No, John, it's like if we get a fucking linebacker, because the way we're stopping the run, like it's just, it's imperative. Like that's what you start to do as an NFL team. You stop the run first and let everything fall in place. But these linebackers, man, we're picking up Jalen Smith to sign on the practice squad. That's kind of concerning right now because it looks like we're giving up a few plays at the linebacker position that I don't know if Blake Martinez would have helped because he looked a little slow, but I think we need help there, man. Hopefully Jalen could be the answer in that position. I don't know.
I think Jalen Smith is getting signed because they know that although the injury to Leonard Williams could have been a lot worse than what it is, could have been a season ending and maybe even into next year injury. Seems to just be a sprain. He might be back in 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even sooner than that. But they probably know that his impact on the inside of that interior line is going to be huge. And the loss of him is going to put a lot of stress on Dexter Lawrence. And Jalen Smith doesn't have very much to offer an NFL team right now. But what he does have to offer is the ability to fucking shoot gaps, just play box linebacker and stop the run. And when you go up against a team like the Dallas Cowboys, where they're going to want to try to fucking get Zeke going and then just spin off of him with Tony Pollard, you need a guy that's going to be able to help stop and spell some of these interior defensive tackles because I know they have work cut out for them because, although they won last week, I don't know that Cooper Rush is going to be the fucking what's his face? I can't even think of the guy's fucking name right now. To kind of bring what the hell is the guy? Nick Foles, the fucking guy who's going to bring, they lose the starting quarterback and bring him to the Super Bowl. I don't think they're looking at Cooper Rush as that guy. So they think that they want to probably try to run the football against us to get with their 2 backs. You need a guy like, Jalen Smith to kind of help us out because Williams might be down for a little bit.
We'll see. Just stop the run first.
Look. Zeke hasn't been anything special so far this year. Neither has Tony Pollard. If Adoree can slow down CeeDee Lamb, Schultz is questionable for the game. I mean, look, this is a Dallas team that was like one of those kind of wounded dogs that just kind of fought back against the Bengals and fucking pulled out this miracle win against them, if you would. But they're down. This is a time for the Giants to fucking take advantage of it and put them in the ground. Because if we let them back up, man, that's where like I said, like I'm looking at it where we could beat Dallas on Monday night. Bro, then we go to Chicago, or I'm sorry, Chicago comes to us, and we're gonna go 4-0 in the fucking to start this season and be undefeated, like you said earlier in this, for a whole month of September. So, you know what? They got to play like this game means more to us than it does to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see out there on Monday night. I'll be there screaming my fucking head off, and I'll probably won't even have a voice.
Can't wait. I can't wait to call out of work on Tuesday because I can't sell shit because I can't talk.
Oh yeah,
exactly. Man.
We all got to wear white. Remember that. That's part of it.
Yeah. So is that like official, or is that just some like fucking
Brian Dable
white out the MetLife Stadium?
He emailed it.
I saw it. Oh, they emailed it.
He wrote not a handwritten, but hand typed, I guess you can say.
No, John.
Letter to.
He went to people's houses. He fucking told them in person. He showed up to the people's
houses. He did a straight Jehovah's Witness status.
Him and Chad Bowers.
It's like, is that Dable back at my fucking doorstep again? I'm gonna wear white, Dable. Leave.
So yeah, he said that they're gonna be wearing their white collar rush uniforms, and he said, if you can wear your whatever your white Giants gear is to get ahead and wear it. And
see, this is
what I fucking, I guess.
This is what I miss fucking Modelo's, bro. Like seriously,
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was on like Amazon because they're like the only one that could get that shit delivered quick, right? If you try to go through Fanatics right now, you'll get your white shirt in fucking November. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fanatics delivery system sucks, bro. They should just sell it to fucking Bales and fucking Amazon and get that shit out quick. It's awesome. Because, I'm trying to get like a white something. Like, I'll wear a white hoodie or something. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to get it in time. It's just pissing me off right now. I'll even get a white Giants hat. Fuck it.
I got a backup plan, man. If I don't have like a white like sweatshirt, I would just take my shirt off. I'm the whitest person in America.
Bro, we'll just paint we'll paint the number in blue on you.
Paint the numbers right on my fucking chest where Chad Powers get hit right in the chest.
Red, right? Wait. The new ones are what? What color are the numbers for the jerseys?
It's the white and the blue, right? The color
blue, right?
White and the blue.
I thought that. I just wanted to make sure the color is blue, right?
I got the jersey. I got the Barkley jersey. I'm gonna wear that underneath my sweatshirt on Monday. I can't wait. I can't wait to fucking go down. I'm gonna fucking get hammered. One of those nights, fellas.
Oh hell yeah, Monday night, baby. Woo! Fucking hell yeah, that's just gonna be great. And listen, I hope they also give out like fucking towels and shit.
They do. Yeah, they already said that.
White towels, white shirts, white fucking everything. We get crazy up in there. We make that shit look like Penn State. How weird is that? This whole Eli thing drops. That's what Penn State does. They do the whiteout games, and all of a sudden the Giants are doing one for fucking Monday night, and we're going with Chad Powers. Let's go.
Let's fucking do this. All right. So what's the? We want to take a quick commercial break and then finish up on the next topics.
Yep, definitely for sure. We'll come back with some haters. We'll come back with the picks, a couple other things, and we'll wrap things up.
All right, we'll be right back on the BBO NYG podcast, Dallas Week. All right, we are back on the BBO, the Big Blue Offensive Podcast. You know what it is. Jules, what's the next topic we got?
Now that we're winning, we should say the full name.
The Big Blue Offensive.
Gotta mention it.
Man, listen, you know what? Did you have something about poll results or?
Yeah, so I didn't start it. Chad Powers started because he's actually took over the podcast this week, and probably for the rest of my life. So he put up a little poll here. So you guys got to go up there, look it up, and vote. He's like, being a loyal Giant fan is ? And A, rooting for the entire team makes sense. Rooting against Jones because there's a certain fan base that wants the Giants. They're rooting against Jones, but they're rooting for the Giants. But if you're rooting against Jones, then you're rooting for a 3-14 season so he could draft a quarterback, which is stupid. And then C would be rooting for me as QB, baby, Chad Powers. So Chad Powers right now is pretty much even with rooting for the entire team. So Chad is making a fucking statement. I think people want Chad to be quarterback.
I'm going to say this much real quick, though, just about, what was it, choice B was rooting against Jones or whatnot because you want a quarterback, you want us to lose. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I see this in a different light, okay? See, this is where I'm looking at the glass half full there, John, okay? So you can't come at me here.
You saw my head turn. You saw my head turn. I was leaning this way. I was leaning this way.
Turned red. He started turning red.
I know that this is probably not going to happen, right? But we will financially be in that place to be able to do it. However, I think there'll be one thing that'll roadblock it, and that's why it probably won't ever come to. But if the Giants go 9-7, and we're literally right there, or excuse me,
10-7,
9-8, call it, right? 9-8. We have the winning record. We're right there. Let's not get too crazy. 9-8, right? And we're right there. And all of a sudden, you know what? Through the draft, maybe another free agent or two, we get a couple extra pieces. Well, there's one fucking quarterback in Baltimore that still doesn't have a contract. Could you imagine if we get the right guys, these young receivers start to step up a little bit, and we bring in Lamar Jackson? Sucking. We go 9-8. We're right there on the verge. We bring in a Lamar Jackson. Daniel, that's it. I'm sorry, dude, you're gone. And fucking we go with that. I mean, we're gonna have the money to sign him. So it's just something that maybe some of the people that are choosing B aren't choosing to go 3-7 or 14.
Okay.
They want that winning record so we could bring in that kind of a free agent where, holy shit, he should win us 3 more games just for being fucking Lamar Jackson. And now we're talking about a fucking playoff run. So that's just something that's in the back of my mind all of a sudden.
I was listening to a podcast today that was suggesting that Brian Dable and Joe Shane are not playing Tony and Galladay to sabotage Daniel Jones because they have no investment in Daniel Jones.
God,
And if Daniel Jones is bad enough that he can't overcome the sabotage, that they'll be in a position to be able to draft a quarterback. So option B is a real life option. And these are season ticket holders I was listening
Jesus
to.
Christ. At least I tried to spin a positive note.
But that's why I get like, so I just have no patience for it, because this is so much of the fan base that they're just followers. They're not fans. Like, the word fan means you rooting for the team. You want ultimate success for every single person on that fucking roster, right? Maybe there's a guy or two that you don't like. That's fucking fine. You may not like Giancarlo Stanton, but if you're a Yankee fan, you want that motherfucker hitting a home run every time he gets up at bat, right? You're not rooting for Giancarlo Stanton to fucking strike out. You want him to fucking succeed.
Right.
Only in football, only in fucking this market do you find, and it's such a huge portion, at least a loud minority,
minority.
Yeah. Truly, maybe it's just for attention. Maybe they're just losers, and this is the only way they get attention is to say outlandish shit like this. They want the team to lose games. They want to tank.
John, if I heard somebody say that kind of noise at this game on Monday night, we're tossing them over the balcony. I mean,
Bro, Big Blue Offensive is coming out, bro. You better eat your spinach.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we can talk that shit amongst each other, but like, we ain't listening to somebody else talking about that.
Right. Yeah. Don't bring that shit. Especially if you're the Cowboys.
Like, that's a fact. All right.
Especially if you're the Cowboys.
That's all of a sudden you just see it like, yeah, I don't give a fuck no more. Right. Whatever. Yeah, I may have said Kenny Galladay sucks, but you can't say it to me. All right. Maybe only him. Only him.
What's your guys' score prediction for that game?
For Monday night?
I want to go first. I think, remember how we said last week that the Carolina game was going to be close? We knew it was going to be that way. I think this is the game where we blow out Dallas. I think it is
27-20.
I gotta be real, man. I
gotta see what Leonard Williams. I gotta see if Leonard Williams is playing or not. You know what I mean? If you really want a true score prediction, because if he is, he could shut honestly, I had to take a step back for a moment. It was really more so, I think, last night watching the Buffalo game and watching Henry run on them and having a few quibble grounds, but they adjust and they shut them down, and Buffalo's just rolling people. But I started realizing, I was like, holy shit, the reason why CMC got to 100 yards plus total rushing was really, he gained probably half the yards when fucking Leonard Williams went out. I mean, that's how significant he's been to that run D, where he'll fucking Tony Pollard, get the fuck out of here. Fucking Mike Brown fucking pick. I'm not worried about him. And Zeke, I don't know. They're not running Zeke the way they used to. So I'm not concerned. And Cooper Rush, he's good. He's an okay backup. Like, you can't sleep on the guy like Cincinnati did, because it could beat you. But, so I don't know. Like, and then am I getting both Ojulari dibs? Because if I am, you know what? I could see this being a lower scoring game. I could see it. You said 27-20. I could see more along the lines of like a 20-10 Giants win. You know what I mean? Like something like that, where it's just defense, and field goals and shit, and like one touchdown. So, I don't know. That's just where I'm kind of feeling with that. So everybody full go, healthy. I see the Giants winning 17-10, 20-10. That's sort of my prediction there.
Chad Powers actually just texted me. He said Giants 56 to -2. So I don't know what that means. So Chad Powers right on the money with me right here.
Chad Powers
blowout. I expect a 20. You know what? I'm going over 30. I'm going 31 because we're going to score on defense. I got a pick 6 coming, I believe, or fumble 6. 31 to, I'll give 10. 31 to 10.
Ooh, Jesus. Oh,
that's my prediction right there. Let's go.
All right. So anyway, John, you said what, 27-20? Mike, well, we know what Chad Powers is. We say 56 to -2.
31-10 for me.
All right, and I'm like right now at 17-10, 20-10 range. So all right.
You guys are. I think that what's underestimated right now is fucking Wink Martindale's ability to just embarrass quarterbacks. It really is something to behold, guys. Watching the way that defense, really void of any star power, just you have two offenses with good players. Christian McCaffrey is no slouch. Fucking DJ Moore, no slouch. Robbie Anderson, no slouch. Baker Mayfield has games, you know what I mean, to 16 points and really kind of humiliated them, under 50% completion percentage, and then short of the 150-yard run, just a bunch of 3 and 4 and 5-yard runs from CMC. And then the week before, Derrick Henry was embarrassed, on America's Game of the Week, 425 start on that Sunday.
Yes, these guys in the right place.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the guys in their place. He got them bought into the system, and you got to give credit to the guys too. It can't just be the coaches. The coaches can call whatever play they want, but it's up to the players to go out there and execute. And guys like McKinney, guys like Julian Love, Adoree Jackson is just balling out of control right now. Those guys, you got to give them fucking, you got to give them their flowers, guys, and fucking,
Flott had a good game too for most of the game, except that one play. Cordell
it was 2 plays, basically back-to-back plays. But one of them he tripped on. I mean,
should have.
It still happens. You're playing.
You know what I mean?
It's that turf.
He's a rookie starting his first fucking game, getting tossed into a big spot. Like, not bad.
Yeah, like the best of players have tripped fucking playing sports. Like all of them, every single one. I'm sure Michael Jordan has his fair share of fucking practices where he fucking fell down by accident. Like,
who never
in high school or something.
Who never tripped?
No, listen, guys. I said it, man. I was pumped about Wink Martindale. I was saying that all fucking spring and summer that I was pumped about him and how it was going to be such a dramatic change from what you saw on fucking Pat Graham Cracker. And literally, we're seeing it. You're seeing the proof in the pudding here. I mean, look at Vegas. Right? Didn't they fucking give up a big lead and fucking they got beat back? And who's to blame on that shit? Pat Graham, there you go. You know what I'm saying? And look, the offense of Carolina got stymied a little. Who's their OC? Oh, Pat McAdoodle.
Funny how that works.
Jules, do you call Patrick Graham Cracker because he's the whitest black guy
he's
ever
a
met in
fucking
your life?
cracker. He sucks. I'm so happy we don't have to worry about.
Is it because he's the whitest black guy you've ever seen in your life?
No racial intention. It's just that, like, what else you got for a Graham, right? I don't know. So you could call, like, what are you gonna call?
I feel like Graham Cracker. I don't know the title of the episode.
now I want to eat some fucking graham crackers. Just fucking put.
I mean,
Lord, baby.
But because you know what it is. When you get a graham cracker, no, for real, this is really it though. Like when you get a graham cracker, aren't they just boring and dull? Like who the fuck really sits there and be like, yo, I can't wait to eat a graham cracker. Oh man, I'm gonna cheat on my diet and eat a fucking bag of graham crackers.
I just said
they're boring, they suck. They're like, are they a cracker? Are they a cookie? They don't even know what they want to be. That's how I felt about Pat Graham's D. He wants to be aggressive. He does it. He's passive. He lets everybody do shit in front. He comes up with all these different schemes, and he gives up 9,000 yards, and we fucking end up losing the game, bro. This is a boring fucking way he calls it defense.
I just said I wanted fucking graham crackers like 2 seconds ago. I'm the guy that fucking wants them. All right, we've been too nice on this podcast. Can we get into that special segment we always do called the Haters Club?
Hey.
So, Joe's quick description of the Haters Club. You want to tell people?
Welcome all you ignorant ass bitches, critics, complainers, disgruntled rappers, and racists especially, to the 9th annual International Player Haters Ball. Oh man, hey.
Oh, you want me to drop it? All right. So the Haters Club, as we've been saying for weeks now, we're still around. It's still coming because now you're going to really start to see the haters, right? Because now you could tell when people are going to have these opinions that we've been kind of like alluding to throughout this episode about how people are still fucking hating on Daniel Jones. They want this guy to be unsuccessful. They're pointing out a fucking play that iced the game that he should have thrown to an open receiver, but he actually iced the game and won. So it makes absolute fucking just ludicrous nonsense that that's even a fucking play that's being brought up on social media or in giant chat rooms or whatever the fuck you're seeing this kind of crazy nonsense going on. So we call you out for your shit because you're just straight hating. You can't, like John said earlier, you can't enjoy the fact the Giants are 2-0. You can't enjoy the fact that we fucking have a good coaching staff finally. You can't enjoy the fact that the defense is playing great. No, you got to still point out the bullshit, except for if you're Kenny Galladay, because he's always on my haters list for the whole rest of the season. But Mike, take us away, brother, because I know you got somebody on the haters list.
Yeah, I didn't mean these haters just, find me somehow. So I was in a little text exchange, not really a text exchange. I don't even think this guy responded to me, but I was going after Dan Snyder a little bit. I think people know him. He critiques a lot of Daniel Jones shit. on Twitter. I was like, yo, stop with the bullshit. You know, give him some credit sometimes. And then I'll give Dan credit. Like for the past couple of times he posted some of his videos, he did give, you know, Daniel Jones some credit on some of his throws. So I'm like, all right, good, man. Good for you, man. Like, be fucking nice. We're 2-0. Stop fucking critiquing every little goddamn fucking pass he makes. Go do that to Tom Brady and some of the other guys. But anyway, I said something about that. I'm like, you know, give it up a little bit. And then this guy comes at me. His name is called He Hate Me at Lost to Bobby Flay, right? And we were going at it a little bit. I was telling him about shit. I tell him about like the Giants suffered because we had some bad draft picks ever since JPP. And he's like, no, we had OBJ in 2014. I'm like, listen, I get that. OBJ was great, but the pick should have been Aaron Donald. I mean, you know, we win as a New York Giant fan base. Historically, we win on defenses, you know, and we got to pick him. You don't draft a guy in the next couple of years later. You don't draft a tight end, Evan Ingram, when JJ Watt's brother was just sitting there waiting to get picked as a fucking linebacker. So that's kind of what I kind of meant. But he didn't even give me a chance to actually say that, because my man blocked me right away after he got so uptight. He got so uptight in his undies that he couldn't take it no more, that he had to block me. So then I had to come after him from the Mix Up podcast tweet. Then I came after him one day. I'm like, yo, don't you remember me? You fucking block people, you little bitch. And then he blocked the Mix It Up podcast. So he blocked two of us. So he blocked like a little baby. So I'm shouting him out in the haters club. So my man, Bobby Flay, you lost to Bobby Flay. Come on the podcast if you want, man. Defend yourself, man. It's all good. We don't like the podcast, babies. Yeah, like you might actually like this fucking shit. It might be right up your fucking alley, bro. So he's my nomination for this week's Haters Club. You guys got anybody?
Nah, man,
I do,
not really.
I do.
Let's go. Let's go.
You got 25 seconds to listen to something?
Sure, put it right up to Mike.
Quarterback is Daniel Jones. And the same issue they've had the last 4 years, which is the starting quarterback is Daniel Jones. And Daniel Jones is not starting 2-0. It's just not happening. Daniel Jones in this football game threw a terrible interception and had his weekly fumble that he has had every week since he left college. And so, no, I do not. Are you saying there's no way they start 2-0? No, listen, you said it's the NFL, and I understand. No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, no, I would be shocked if the Giants win this football.
Nick Wright.
Got Nick wrong, son. 2-0. And not only is it 2-0, it's 2-0 in a game where Daniel Jones made the game sealing fucking play.
Yeah, what's the only other
So wait, what's his official handle?
It's
Nick Right.
Yeah, get Nick Right. So what's the other profession that you could always be wrong, that you could still keep it up? Weatherman and sports people go together like hand in hand. We could all be fucking wrong on every
type of person, bro. Just like, you know.
So that's the two little bitches that are in the haters club this week. So come at us, fellas. But all right, with that, Jules, you don't have anybody this week, but I'm sure after Monday you'll have somebody. You'll meet somebody.
Monday, I might have a lot of people. We're gonna see how that fucking game goes. What's your fucking handle? What's your handle, bitch?
I can definitely see that.
No, but look, the haters is gonna be Michael Parsons. I think I'm gonna throw him back on the. I don't know how you guys get blocked, because I fucking terrorized Kenny Galladay and Michael Parsons and any supporters of theirs, and no one's ever blocked me yet. I'm still so it took me a while to get thrown in Twitter jail. I did my little time for that quick little bid. Now I'm trying to get blocked. So haters, come at me, please. I'm dying for this shit. All right. But real quick, I just got a quick little text in while we were doing this segment, and apparently now Bleacher Report is even saying that there have been interviews going on where they're mentioning that maybe perhaps it is OBJ or something, but names that are relevant: T.Y. Hilton, Will Fuller, and Emmanuel Sanders if he feels like coming out of retirement. I mean, Will Fuller has been a really good receiver. He just can never stay healthy. That guy blows up in games left and right, but he could just never fucking stay healthy. I mean, we get a healthy Will Fuller for a few games, could be a tremendous boost for the wide receiver core. But we'll see what happens. Still to come.
Got speed over the top. That's what we need. We need speed over the top, man.
Right. Exactly. Something just deep to fucking open it up and really test those safeties. That's literally what we're kind of missing so far. But yeah, man. And for me, haters, like I said, is Michael Parsons, just because he just talks so much shit. He's going to probably end up in jail before the season's out. and and Kenny Galladay, because I just hate that person. He fucking sucks, and he's never gonna be a Giant in my eyes.
So your usual suspects. All right, that's it with
That's it. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real this week.
It's that time again. We got about 20 minutes to do this, but it's our pick'em segments for all you gamblers out there that want to gamble. It's never too late to join. I apologize again for the people that didn't get the email that was sent out for the playactionpools.com, but you could sign up right now. Go to playactionpools.com, look for the Big Blue Offensive podcast, pick'em pool. You could get in, just have some fun, but we'll give you our picks. If you want to win some money in real life, go the opposite of what we're saying because we're in last place. Mike Birdie's in first place with 23, Rai right behind 19, changes needed 17, Woody 16, MFT 14, and unfortunately we are in last. But now,
you know what I think we got to do, Mike, real quick before we get into this. Didn't you have a say on something that me and John were like kind of sold on and you won? I know for a fact you guys both take Tennessee this week, right? Like last week, so we took Tennessee as a pick, right? There's a couple of games like that. We need to start like doing a part where if the one guy is that sold on it, we run with it.
Like an
override.
override.
We have about like 7 more wins already in 2 weeks if we did that shit.
You get an override, like I wanted Jacksonville instead of the Colts.
Correct. Yeah, Jacksonville said with Colts.
Yeah.
I wanted the Bills. I wanted the Bills this week and the Chargers last week. I think John called out one over you and I last week or the week before. Yeah, that's the reason why we're fucking last place. We don't listen.
One override each. All right. And we can never use it on the Giants.
God, I like it.
Right,
yeah, Giants don't count.
All right, so we'll get one override where you can just out.
And you know, you guys with the Steelers, they're getting points. Yeah, there's a reason why New England went into Pittsburgh and was getting points, man.
I still don't like that. That was fucking bullshit game. All right. Anyway, we got to make this. We got to do this quick, Jules. So, first game, Thursday night game. Browns are at home. They're minus 4.5 on here against the Steelers.
Browns are favorite in Pittsburgh, huh? Listen, that's where you use what you just said. And Pittsburgh getting 4 at home.
Oh, they're away.
Browns are home.
Oh, they're in Cleveland. Okay, all right.
So you're saying Cleveland now?
Yeah, all right. Because I mean, God, 4 points. I kind of like it's that's a weird number. I'm like just back and forth on that number. Cleveland's 2-0. Right? Cleveland's 2-0 right now, right?
Well, they lost to the Jets on that.
No, Cleveland's 1-1.
Oh, right. They lost on that bullshit. So they're 1-1. Pittsburgh's 1-1. Thursday night game. Oh, my God. Listen, if you're a true better, stay the fuck away from that game. Yeah. Just go get a slice of pizza or something. Keep yourself occupied. Don't bet on that shit. This is a trap game with that full point. I guess giving the Steelers with points.
Go watch.
I would say Steelers too.
Yeah, go watch Quantum Leap or something.
Isn't that show the debuting or whatever? All right, I'm like, way better.
I actually gotta go watch that, but yeah, all right. So Steelers, it is. I was actually gonna go the Browns, but I'll go. Gotta ride the Steelers. I'm not gonna use an override for that game. That's for sure. All right, next game. This team, man, is. I mean, talking about not having an offensive line. The Bengals, they're -5, and they're gonna play the Jets, coming off that huge victory. I tell you, I gotta ride the Jets, man. Bengals don't look right.
John?
I hear you, but I think eventually the cream rises to the top. And the Bengals have a lot of players, and are the Bengals going to go 0-3 and the Jets be the reason why? I find it hard to believe, especially the fact that they won that game in the fashion that they did, where it was like, they were less than 1% chance that they were gonna win statistically, and they ended up pulling it out. So, if that's what it takes for you to get a win against a team that's probably not as good as the Bengals, I got to go Bengals here.
I mean, listen, dude, this is a revenge game too. All right. I remember it clear as day, sitting down next to Mike White's friend in Buffalo having a fucking drink. Okay. And he said to me, he goes, "Oh man, I don't know what my friend's going to do, but it'd be great if he goes in there. You know what? He might light it up against Cincinnati." And that's exactly what fucking happened. I got knocked out of a major survivor pool and fucking lost. Look, if you're going to get right, you got to get right today. However, I get what you're saying, Mike. I see the side. 6 is a lot of wood to cover. The Jets have been playing a lot tougher, but the Bengals got to get right. They got to get fucking right. They got to wake the fuck up. This is in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, you guys changed my mind. I'm going to the Bengals now. You guys changed me.
Man. It's a revenge game, bro. They're going
to really good
back for fucking beating them last week. you got to go to 1-2. They go to 0-3, and they're chasing the Steelers and Cleveland. No good, man. Too much of a Super Bowl
Yeah,
hangover.
you go to 0-3, and you're basically you got a lot of work to do just to get the stink off you, let alone fucking pull yourself back into the division race in the AFC, no less, where there's
which is
mostly
the
all good
toughest
teams.
conference right now with so many balanced teams.
Good point.
What's the next one, Mike?
You guys changed me. All right, next game. Bears are at home. They're -3 against the Texans. Guys, I love the way the Texans play, man. They play fucking hard, man. I give them credit, man. They're always into games. If Denver, that Denver was tough, you got to go to Mile High. So, I didn't think they were going to win that game anyway, but they still were fucking hustling it, man. I like the way they run the ball well. I like Sills. I got to go with the Texans.
John, go ahead.
I'm going Texans as well.
Wow.
All right.
I don't want to pull the override on here. I'm very tempted to.
Wow.
Are you really going to tell me? So then Justin Fields is this bad, right? And he loses at home, right? Because we're in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
They're in Chicago. So he loses this at home. Like, we're putting the fucking bed this whole Justin Fields and like fucking up and not taking him for a draft and all this bullshit, right? Like that shit
that's
gets
Ben's
closed
bad,
forever.
bro.
It's the cellar's been buried.
That shit woke up already. Forget about going to bed.
Right?
For real.
Just saying, because I got a weird feeling that the Bears win, but that's just me.
There's still
And they can, but they can't win by 3.
Yeah. Right. They can win by a point. They're not fucking beat. I think Texas go in there and fucking beat them. All right. Next game. Bills Mafia. They're in Miami. Don't fall for Miami's comeback against Baltimore. Baltimore's defense has always been suspect the last couple of years. I like the Bills to just go in there and fucking dominate.
What's the spread, Mike?
5.5.
Drop the bank, drop the house, drop fucking everything you have on Buffalo, dude. Are you kidding me? Bro, they're going to go in there and they're going to spank the fuck out of their division opponents and be like, wait, you motherfuckers think you're good?
That's a key bet, right?
Von Miller's going to smack the shit out of two, all right?
I'm down,
Hell
Mike.
no. 5, let it roll. Bills Mafia, whole bang.
Key bet, Jules?
Huh?
We don't agree on a key bet.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, next game. The Commanders, they're at home against the Eagles. Eagles are -6.5, man.
God, that pisses me off.
I hate this game. I hate that we have to choose this.
All right, in true reality, I'll go first on this one. Do we even just know what the over is fucking around? Do we have any idea what that is? Because if you truly are gambling on that game, I will put the money in on the over. I don't care if that
47.5.
47.5. Book
Caesars.
that, yo. Take yourself, do yourself a parlay with fucking Buffalo -5.5 and the over at 47.5 in the fucking Eagles Redskins game, or excuse me, Washington.
Yeah, they
And
could
fucking,
score.
you'll thank me on fucking Monday, all right? But with that said, I think I gotta go Eagles, man. They look good. I don't trust Washington. They lost to fucking Detroit. They should have lost to Jacksonville. They should be 0-2. Eagles are rolling, and until I see something different, I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, I can never pick the Eagles. I got to go the Commanders because they're getting points. So maybe this game they tie, so we cover and we both win, and I don't have to fucking shoot myself in the head. So I'm gonna go Commanders. So it's up to John. You got to pick.
Well, I'm going to just speak from my heart here. If the Commanders could find a way to win this game and we beat the Cowboys, we're in sole possession in first place and have an undefeated, September.
Okay.
So
Not so fast, Mikey. Yeah, I will put it on these motherfuckers. I hate them with a passion, but like I gotta get that hate out of me, right? We do the haters club. I'm about to throw myself on the haters club for hating the
So
Eagles
the
so much.
first override of the Big Blue Offensive
The
Podcast.
first
is the
override,
Eagles.
Jules will put it on the fucking Eagles. Listen, it's a division game. I hope they both lose. I hope they fucking tie each other, all right? But the reality is bro, you know what? Washington's Achilles heel has been their defense, and Philly's defense is better than Washington's offense. They're going to beat them. I'm serious. Like,
So if you cut Jules open right now, he bleeds green. Apparently.
I think I'm dying from green right now. Like it's an infection that just took over my body.
I'm gonna have to check fucking his undershirt at the Giants game. He's gonna have a fucking Eagles shirt on.
He's gonna be like, yeah, fly like a bird. All right, next game. I love this game right away because this team stink. The Chiefs are away. They're in Indianapolis to play the Colts. Chiefs are -6.5. I love the Chiefs.
Me too.
Colts stink.
I know.
Me too.
It
Yeah,
feels
it's
like
an
a
easy one,
trap, though. It feels like a trap.
Nah.
I don't think so, bro. Colts,
No.
Jules, they look
But
like,
they're home though, right? They're in the dome.
I don't give a shit.
Like, I don't know what Mahomes' real stats are in the dome.
Don't matter.
You
He's
know what I'm
lost.
trying to say? Like,
I think Mahomes is on a revenge tour, bro.
I still stick with Philly as my override, but don't be shocked if the Colts, because the Colts got everything to lose at this point. Now they're in a division where you have the Titans at 0-2. You have Jacksonville at 1-1. They're 0-2. And what? The Texans are what? Oh, no, I'm sorry. They have a tie, right? Didn't they tie Houston?
Yeah, it's
right, so they're both 0-1-1, 0-1-1 with Jacksonville sitting at top at 1-1.
That's why they could lose.
At 0-2.
They could
the
still
division's
lose.
wide open, man. It means so much to them.
Yeah, but they could still lose to KC and still be fine in the division later on when they get their shit together.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I love Kansas.
Kansas City's a safe one.
I love that KC for actually money wise and even for survivor pools if you're in any. All right, next game. Vikings are at home. They're -6 against the Lions. Lions can score, man. I got to go with the Lions getting 6 points.
I mean, after what I saw Kirk Cousins do last night, dude, that's an insult. It's a 6-point spread. That's a fucking insult. Take the points, definitely.
You know who Cousins looked like? He looked like he just learned how to play football from both his parents that were both first cousins.
You know, he looked like Slay's bitch. He looked like Slay's little bitch. That's what he looked like. Slay was fucking what he did. I wanted to run down on the field and punch Slay in the face. He was fucking spiking the ball on fucking Jefferson's face. They did that shit on purpose. They made a statement against them because they took fucking Jalen Reagor over fucking Jefferson. And they smacked them. There's nothing you can do about it, bro. I fucking hate that team.
All right. Next game. All right. Patriots are at home. They're playing the Ravens. Ravens are -3. I love the Ravens. Fuck New England, man. They're not good.
Yo, wait, you know how you have your rule, Mike? Is all I'm going to say to this. You know how you have your rule that you always take the Steelers getting points, especially if they're in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
We're not going to take Bill Belichick in New England at home getting points?
No. So you're taking Johnny.
It's not the Bills coming in. It's not the Bills. All
right?
John,
tell me, Johnny, you taking the Patriots? Because I'm going to override this shit so quick.
You can't
say it, Johnny.
I don't know. I feel like my gut's telling me Ravens here.
All right. I heard Patriots, so my override is the Ravens.
Okay. I really wanted to use
Johnny wants you to use the override.
I love this.
All right.
All right, next game. This is a weird fucking game. The Panthers, they're at home. We just beat them. The Saints are -3 against the Panthers.
In Carolina, right?
It's in Carolina. I don't
John, I want to hear your opinion on this one.
Saints at Panthers. What my heart tells me is the Saints just end the Panthers season, and the questions about Matt Rule start getting louder and louder over there in Carolina.
I can see that, man. I think that they're going to be a little pissed after that fucking Tampa game. And, they was this their third straight division opponent. I mean, look, they got an opportunity here to fucking go 2-1 in the division, and I think they're going to make the most of it. I like the Saints for sure. All right. I almost want to best bet it. They got a good enough defense. I mean, it could get weird, but I got to go with them. I don't know.
Is that your best bet right now?
No, not yet. Okay. I got to hear the rest of the board, but I'm leaning towards it.
All right, here we go. This is another weird game. Raiders, they're in Tennessee. Raiders are -2 against the Titans coming off that crazy fucking game against the Cardinals. I really don't know, man. This is a game I just stay the fuck away from.
Yeah, absolutely. With a fucking 90-foot fucking pole, I'm staying away from that one. I mean, because honestly, the reality, whatever team loses, they're done. They're fucking done. It's the AFC, especially the Raiders. The Raiders definitely. I think Tennessee could get away with losing that one because of the division they're in and the way that division currently looks. But, man, if the Raiders lose that game, they're done. There's no way to catch it up in the West. Denver's sitting at 1-1.
Realistically.
I mean, but Denver's sitting at 1-1. The Chargers are at 1-1 because they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chiefs are 2-0. That division is going to be a fucking brutal division. I like the Raiders a little. I think they got to fucking put it together for this one. They have to.
Flip a coin. I'll go the Titans. So up to you,
I go Titans too, Mike.
All right, Titans it is. I mean, they are at home, so maybe they got some little juice there. All right, next game. Dude, I'm riding this team. Chargers are at home. They're -7. Herbert's is a little banged up with his fucking rib cartilage. They're playing Jacksonville Jaguars, who's been, Trevor Lawrence, that offense. Doug Peterson got him playing ball. I'm going with the Jaguars getting those 7 points, if not win outright and pull an upset this week.
So wait, this game is in LA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, dude. Look,
Yeah.
the only way that the Jaguars pull off this win or stay that close is if Herbert's not right. That's it. If Herbert's 80 fucking percent, 85%, he's gonna fucking run it on them. You'll watch. They are gonna fucking the Chargers of that team too, man. They are a serious contending team. Look, you mentioned it in a couple of tweets over the week that if they would have paid attention to Everett fucking gassed out and fucking wanting to go to the sideline and not being able to run a full route, Herbert doesn't throw that pick six, it's a different fucking game, man. And they might beat Mahomes on Thursday night. So he's got the extra day of rest. He's coming in. He knows what he's got to chase. Yo, they're going to open up Jackson on fire. If it was in Jacksonville, maybe. But the fact it's in LA, they're going to open up a can on them.
John?
Jaguars.
Jaguars roar. There it is. Because I was about to say I should have saved my old ride. And all right, I didn't need it. All right, next. We'll talk about that one during the week. All right, next.
I do think the Chargers will win.
We're talking about that one on Monday night. What are you
or even on Monday, yeah, on Monday night. All right, next game, Buccaneers. They're at home. They're playing the Packers. Packers. They showed me something on Sunday night, man. I know it was against the Bears, blah blah blah. But Buccaneers, they've been a little slow. Mike Evans going to miss a game. They're a little banged up. Packers got a good D. I like the Packers this week.
What's the spread again?
2. Packers are getting the 2.
Yeah, John, I'll let you go real quick. Well, I can't use my override, so it doesn't matter.
Tom Brady's picking.
It's the GOAT, John.
A lot of weird stuff going on in Tampa Bay with guys taking days off and scheduled days off on a weekly basis for the veterans over there. I think there might be a little bit more kind of at a, retirement center, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they're 2-0. They're winning games. They're not going to stop winning games. That's fucking for sure. But I think this is something that I think the Packers end up coming out on top.
Listen, Tampa usually got their number, man. Like, they fucking embarrassed Rodgers a couple of years ago. Let's not forget. And look, yes, they got a good running attack, but Tampa's got a good D this year. They're winning. They're 2-0 because of their defense, not because of anything else. Now, look, is all the off fucking field distractions really getting to Brady? Maybe. But you also had Leonard Fournette come out tweeting and fucking posting saying that he apologized to his fantasy owners, which would be me, because I had that motherfucker every year, right? I almost had my teams every fucking year. So thank you, Lenny. He's gonna fucking score fucking that game, bro. I like Tampa, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, be cautious. It's Brady at home who's just got to get his head out of his ass. Look, Tom, little quick note there. Yo, Giselle's not leaving you, Dick. All right. She's just really pissed at you, and you've never seen her pissed off before. So now you're like a normal adult male that got fucking shit for his fucking wife. All right, dude. She's gonna go back to you. You got kids. Just get over that shit.
What happened? What is the story you're talking about? You sound like there's something happened.
Don't even let's not start.
We'll save that. We'll save that for the next podcast on Monday night.
John, all you need to know is TB12 just shrunk down about 10 sizes. He's about TB2 right now. Right. The next game right now is the Rams. Rams are away. They're playing the Cardinals. Rams are -3.5. I don't know, man. This game's another fucking tough one. But
James, I don't believe in Kyler Murray. I'm going Rams here.
Oh, Rams? Yeah, I got to ride with the Rams too.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got to go with you on that. I'm never going to support that midget. He got so fucking lucky, dude. They said he ran 80 yards back and forth from sideline to sideline. Like, stop. And that's how they scored that touchdown to fucking bring it into a fucking tie. Like,
bullshit. All right, let's wrap this fucking shit up. We got 3 more games. All right, Seattle's at home. They're -2 against Atlanta. Atlanta's a nice little team. They've got a nice little offense, man. They're putting up fucking points. I'm taking Atlanta, man.
Where is that game again?
In Seattle, though.
Seattle.
But I'll go with Atlanta.
That's a tough place to play, man. Oh.
It really is.
Oh, I mean, Gino put up a lot of fucking talk, man. I got to see him back it up. Ken Walker's healthy. Those younger D-backs are getting more and more confidence. They got basically rookies going for them in fucking Atlanta. I like Seattle. I'm going to go with Pete Carroll on the home team.
John?
Falcons.
Falcons it is. All right, next game. This This is a tough one. Broncos are at home. They're getting 1.5 points. They're playing the 49ers, which just lost Trey Lance, unfortunately, for the fantasy owners that have him. It sucks. I think he was going to really come back and have a good year after that monsoon rain game. But 49ers, man, they got a great D, and the Broncos just haven't put anything together. Their coach looks like he's over his head. He doesn't look like he's ever played even Madden football where he could even learn how to use his timeouts correctly. So I'm going the 49ers. And that might be.
Listen, you're talking about fucking Mile High Stadium with the altitude. It's time for them to get right. You know what? Russell keeps flirting with being Russell, but then he's not, but then he is, but then he's not. It could be their coach. It could be. And that's where we'll get exposed. If it's not, and this guy is worth being the HC, Denver's going to win, and they're definitely going to beat him.
He ain't beating Shanahan, Jules. No fucking way.
Yo, it's Mile High, man. Debo's going to get – you got Debo running for 50 yards and then trying to catch for another 75. He's going to pass out in the third quarter, bro. All right, and Jimmy G thought he was just going to fucking chill on the sidelines all year. So, they're going to run out of gas. I guarantee you this much. Bet the 49ers in the first half. Denver pulls it out in the fourth quarter and wins that game.
John, who you like?
Browns. Browns. Listen, Broncos. Didn't finish reading the
Oh, hey, Mike. Oh,
I can't use that. All right. So,
Mike, this is your chance here.
Broncos it is, man. Damn.
This is your chance, Mike.
Well, you didn't technically use it because I picked the team that you wanted to pick.
That's right. So I'm going to go back in time. I'm going to retake my override, and I'm going to take the 49ers, and I'm going to take it as a key bet. Override.
Wow. You know what? Because you did that, you got to keep bet me on the Eagles then. Fuck it.
All right. So
right.
Eagles is your key bet, and John's going to have to pick one. But we got one game left. You know what it is. We'll be there live in MetLife.
All right, do we even have to fucking say this?
You know,
we're not going to be there live. It just, the only thing that I did say, and I put this on the Entertainer, one of his fucking tweets and whatnot. I said, look, the Giants started off minus 2.5 for up until about like 45 minutes before kickoff on Sunday. If you're truly going to bet this game, wait it out. Because there's a really good chance money's going to flip onto Dallas, especially when they start hyping all the bullshit up. You'll probably get that 2 points down, and then you can fucking ride the Giants like you did with Carolina. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, we don't even have to call this one. We know where we're going with this. John, you got to do a best bet, and we're out of here with this.
I already know he's picking that as a best bet.
Yeah, bro.
Are you going all in? Yeah, all right. I figured.
This is our 75th podcast together. You know where the fuck I'm going with. And we're going to the game together. Fucking. I think we're actually sitting next to each other. So
yeah, I think so. You and I at least.
We're gonna be fucking screaming and yelling, guys.
Mike will be sitting next to Chad Powers, but whatever.
We'll try to go in and out between the boxes. We got to figure out a way to do this.
We'll figure something out. Maybe we're gonna borrow each other's phones or something, or take a screenshot. Whatever. We'll figure that shit out. Sorry if there's anybody that's personnel at MetLife listening. If you do observe that, come to the field. Follow the tweets and find out where you can get a couple free beers on us, right? We're actually on Mike and Anheuser-Busch. But other than that, we will be fucking rocking on Monday night. We want to see all of you there. If you're going to the fucking game, wear something white, find it, just fucking put it on, and we're going to fucking rock out. We're going to figure out which gate we're going to be partying our balls at pregame. We're going to go in there wreck like I did, because that's the only way to fucking go for this one. You want me to get loud? That's how we're going to do it. We're going to get it all done. Hopefully you fucking get your bets in on Sunday and you're fucking up some money so you can let it fucking ride on the Giants, baby. Let's go. We'll see you next week with the Giants, hopefully at 3-0.
Peace.